But circling back to new music though, Redman.
Dope album.
That album is. I mean, it's like 32 tracks, but like that album is fire, dude. The fact that he brought Superman Lover back, Part 7.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of dope features.
fire. The La 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 track with a Meth. I think that's a single. That song is just, that beat comes in and it's just like, oh, this is some
Yeah,
Redman. Like, you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, it's just. And then he's got there's a song I can't remember the time. It's so new I don't remember all the titles. But it's a song with Faith Evans.
Oh yeah, that was
That's
dope. That was
super
dope.
dope.
It was dope to hear her.
And then he's got that throwback track called Do You Miss, or Can You, or Do You, I think it's called Do You Miss?
Uh-huh.
And he's just talking about like all the old, and he ends it with like saying like he's waiting on a album from Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he just talks about like, don't you miss this and don't you miss that? Like,
Yeah.
and just like a throwback to like everything that we had, high school, a little bit after and all that,
Yeah.
that early 2000s, 90s. Song is fire though, but he's got some heat on that album, man. I like that album.
I feel like the 90s was the best generation.
He got a cypher track too. They got Shaq and
Yeah, that had everybody
Shaq,
on
Queen
it.
Latifah, I think the Artifacts, Naughty by Nature. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on that track, man.
That one
I
had
think
everybody
Heather
on
B
it.
is on there, and yeah, I was like, this is fire.
That's what I like to see. I'd like
Redman.
it would be, because one of the things musically that I appreciated about the 90s, it seemed, and I guess because it was such a small genre at the time, but like everybody knew everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was all rappers knew all rappers. So
Yeah.
to see a music video from
it was a fraternity. I
yeah,
mean, straight up.
basically, to see a music video from Fat Joe, but you see like every
All the
artist
people
and
in
their mom in it. It was like, that was just a dope.
it.
Like I love seeing cameos.
Exhibit. What you see is what you get. Like that video.
That video,
How many
yeah.
people were in that video where he was walking through everywhere?
So I remember Razcast was in that.
Razkaz. There's a lot of people.
Alcoholics was in it.
Yeah, Flavor Flav.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people in that video, man. So I
love seeing them cameos.
That video, that's one of my favorite videos too. Like there's certain videos that like
what
creativity, even though it's I don't want to say that was simple. It was simple in the sense that he's just walking through areas.
I mean,
but the transitions and the stuff that was going on in the background was just so fire.
I would have never. I guess from that point of view, you could call it simple. I would have never called that simple.
It's not simple. It's not simple in the. I don't mean it like, oh, it's a simple video, because there's simple videos where there's somebody just rapping in front of a brick wall and calling it a day.
Simple in the fact of it's just him walking down the street.
It feels like it's a single shot, and because they do a fantastic job of transitioning to different shots, and then just all the abstract stuff happening in the background, as he's walking. It's just so dope, dude. And then he walks through the club, he hits the stage and walks right out, and dudes are busting through the windows, stealing the TVs, and I mean,
that's a video that's worth watching multiple times, because you can see
the people.
You see different things. You pick up on different things every time you watch it.
He's got a bunch of videos like Paparazzi, man. Like that video, like with the symphony out on the beach, and there's just certain videos that just stick in my head.
Yeah.
Another video that's still to this day probably one of my favorite ever is Far Side Drop.
Classic.
Where the whole thing's backwards.
Classic.
They had to learn to lip sync backwards.
Can't forget that one.
That movie. That
video.
That video is so dope, dude. Like, the Roots Next Movement video, which iconic Kendrick actually pulled some inspiration from.
Yeah.
But that's just the iconic video, man. It's just so. And again, I say simple because it's single shot, curtains opening, curtains closing.
Yeah.
And things are changing, but it's so creative, and there is some complexity behind it, but it's so creative. But yeah,
it really is.
There's videos out there. I mean, and I'm not even gonna name them all because there's too many. But Busta always had
too many epic videos.
Yeah,
give me some more.
There's just too many. Dangerous.
Go down and I bump my head.
Yeah. Flip mode is the
greatest. Flip mode's the greatest.
Yeah, but put your hands in my eye. I can see when that first video came out.
Mm-hmm. Just iconic moments from those videos. Alicia's, oh my God, Aaliyah's Rock the Boat.
Right.
Iconic videos. Like you just
can't.
4-page letter. Missy Elliott's
Can't Stand the Rain.
Like these are
that Rain video to this day. I mean, people still use that as a Halloween costume.
Right.
You see people like trying to inflate trash bags to like.
Yeah.
That just. I mean, another one that Missy did that I think is. For me, I feel like it's underrated, but the one with the brat,
Sock It To Me?
Sock It To Me. Doom, 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 doom,
Yeah.
doom. That, like, where they're in it looked like
That was like video
what was
gamey.
it called? Was it Mega Man?
Yeah.
Mega. It felt
Mega
like
Man.
that. Mega
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That video was fire.
Super dope.
Um,
The brat herself. The brat.
Functified.
See, I don't feel like she gets the accolades that she deserves.
So
Functified. That whole,
yeah.
her and Jermaine Dupri together, like that was a dynamic duo. Her flows over his beats, like that shit was just dope. That Functified album was fire.
I mean, the song with Big.
I know it, but I can't
That's the
place
one
it.
where it had everybody walking around going, "Baby, baby, lay on
Oh
back.
yeah. Listen to the B-sides.
Yeah, baby, baby."
Nah, for real. It was just we can't. I don't know if music can ever, and maybe just for our generation, they can't ever feel like that again. Like maybe these new kids, as they're finding their musical vibe, like they have that with their, their Travis Scotts and all of that stuff like that.
But it's a trip too, and we've talked about this. It's just a trip how it triggers.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if that same feeling that we got is the same feeling with those.
Yeah. Now I can't say I do get that feeling every now and then when I hear a new artist coming up.
Right.
Audio Push.
Right.
Was one.
There's some.
I stumbled across them in 2015 and like hearing, and it wasn't even, it was a freestyle that I heard from them.
But not just that, but they don't have that. I don't want to call it the modern sound, but they sounded like they were from the early 2000s.
Yeah, they did. They were very,
and it was dope. It was dope. No, so I hear what you're saying.
It was very like old school influence.
Yeah,
but
it was dope.
But they're younger. You know, it was new music. It was 2015 when I stumbled across them, and I went down this rabbit hole of like, who the hell are these kids?
Well, it's like what is that group? That's like, I think it's like Razkaz's son and all them. Like, was it Coaster?
Contra Coaster or something like that. Yeah,
they're fire.
Yeah, they sound like they're straight out of the 80s and 90s.
They're fire. I mean, that whole, like, there's not a member in that group that I would say is the weak member. They're fire. Like
that's like Wu-Tang reincarnated.
I was turned on to them obviously by some social media. That the same one that everybody was put on where they were sitting around the table doing their thing. And from that point, I was like, nope, let me go look these out. And I got tracks in the playlist now.
All right, hold on. Now that has me thinking about Fushnikins.
Fushnikins.
Which is crazy because I couldn't understand half of what they were saying, but at the same time, it was like I couldn't stop listening.
I saw a putty cat. I did the Humpty Dumpty. What's up,
Doc?
Like Pinocchio, underground something. I remember all the words.
Can we rock? What's up, Doc?
I'm the hooper, the hyper, protected by Viper. Yeah. Hey.
Man, Shaq was one of the few. All right, shout out.
So, like, real quick, Fushnikins.
Yeah.
Breakdown. I'm sorry.
The flow will break you down.
That beat, the flow will break you down. The flow will break you down. Oh, my God. The Fushnikins was fire. That bass. Oh, man. They had some heat.
That whole album was dope.
Yeah.
That whole album
I still own it on CD.
I got it too.
So,
but like Shaq, another, and not Shaq is another artist who, as a basketball player, has a great discography.
He does.
Like he really has he did
a song with Big.
He did a song with Big.
Song with Common and them.
He got a song with Common. He got the song with Fushnikins.
Fushnikins, of course.
Like Shaq has a banger catalog. Like he can actually rap.
And I'm sorry that song he did with Peter Guns and them. I love playing on the west side, even though I miss playing on the east side.
Yeah.
Long as y'all got my back, then it's over.
And that's back.
That's a banger.
What's crazy about that time is when I think about it, it seemed like there was a lot of basketball players that wanted to be rappers, and there was a lot of rappers that wanted to be ballers.
This is facts.
So the crossover was Cedric Ceballos. You remember Cedric Ceballos?
Yeah, Cedric Ceballos. He had a song with Warren G.
Float on.
That was the one with Warren G, right?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Telling you, bro. Like, who's doing that now? Like, it's not the same anymore.
Cedric Ceballos. I do remember that. It was Warren G
anymore.
So, but Shaq, Shaq has a catalog, man. He's platinum. He's gone platinum.
Yeah.
So, but he got a catalog.
You can't stop the rain. Yeah, Shaq is dope. All around great entertainer, baller. musician, rapper, actor.
And he got into that little diss battle with Dame.
I missed that.
With Dame Lillard, like they had like a little back and forth. They was dropping little diss tracks.
I missed that.
It was entertainment purposes. You know, they had their convo. They had some fun with it. It was dope. Dame got bars. He got that song Kobe. That's dope. Him and Snoop Dogg.
I gotta check that out.
It's actually dope. So
send me the link later.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'll send you all the hoopers who be rapping.
For real.
There's a lot more now.
Put a mixtape together.
I mean, D'Angelo Ball got that one that's going viral right now.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. Yeah.
It sounds like a 1998 Master P track.
Okay. Bringing back the Dirty South.
So it has that kind of vibe.
Has that No Limit vibe to it.
Don't make me bend a corner. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Creeping up on you, bending corners. KD. What happened to KD?
KD.
KD, baby.
That's another one. See,
I miss KD. KD, we need some music.
I love the fact that, I mean, we've touched on this many times, but I do love the fact. Oh, you got
Go
one.
ahead.
You got one.
I just thought of somebody else who's either it dropped. I haven't kept up on it. Either it dropped or is dropping. Richie Rich.
I did hear he was doing something.
Like, I know he's been doing music with La Russell up in the Bay.
Yeah,
but
there's a video out where he's rapping on.
He's doing his own. He's doing his own project.
There's one with Tretch too, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw something where Tretch was doing something.
That'll be dope. I love me some Tretch.
Can you reach it?